Money's moving to me. I'm a millionaire. Money better cases. I ain't gotta chase it.
Hey, what's going on, beautiful people? Happy Tuesday to you all. I hope that you are having an amazing day. Thus far, I know that I am. And so I want you to go ahead and let me know who is here, rep your city, rep your country. Let me know where in the virtual building you are watching me from today, darlings. Let me know who is here, Go ahead and comment. It is time for coffee break with Sharita. Yes, it is 3:34. Nevertheless, we are here. And yes, you will know in a moment why I am doing the most today. Yes, I am. I am doing the most, darling. Yes, I have a hat and shades on all in my home. Yes, and you will know in a moment why I am doing so. So let's get into it. Go ahead and comment. Let me know who's here. Rep your city, rep your country. I'm going to go ahead and start with my intro as I always do. My name is Sharita Leon. I went from being a homeless, disabled, single mom to a two-time #1 best-selling author with books that were on the bestsellers list for over 2 years straight. I'm also a life, relationship, and business coach, an internet marketing strategist, entrepreneur, international speaker, and the protege of the legendary Les Brown, a Forex trader and investor, and I empower my tribe to live their God-given purpose while creating wealth and have healthy relationships. I'm also a believer in my faith is exuding all that I do. So welcome, everyone. So this is Coffee Break with Sharita, where we come together at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for about 10 to 15 minutes to give you that extra oomph that you need throughout the day, to give you all things love, life, and business, and getting you inspired, right? And so today I want to talk to you all really briefly about showing up, which is why you see me, darling. Shades and all, hat and all, because it's time for you to show up as your highest self. It is time for you to show up unapologetically, right? Unapologetically, you showing up regardless of what other people may think and or say. Too many of you have been playing small too long. Why play small when you created for grand things? Why play small when you have all things that are pertaining to life and godliness inside of you? Why play small and shrink yourself so that others feel better? I'm gonna go ahead and sip some coffee on that, honey. And this coffee tastes so good. Now that I've gotten your attention, let's talk for real. Now, while many of you won't have to be as dramatic as I am and won't have to come with shades and all of that in the house, there are a lot of you that clearly have been playing small in life. A lot of you who are afraid to rise up to the occasion. And because of that, you are living mediocre lives when really you were called to greatness. You were called to do great things. You were called to live a life of opulence, a life of purpose, a life of meaning. But you've allowed yourself to shrink down. And it's time out for that. Now more than ever, you need to show up and allow other people to see the glory of God in you and on you. How is it that we have God literally living in us, but yet we show up inconsistently? We show up mediocrely. We show up with excuses when in all actuality, we are God here on the earth. How does that happen? Can someone tell me, please? It happens because we buy into the lie of what many other people say we should be. It happens because we haven't seen it done properly before. So now we question if it's possible for us. The truth is, everything that you desire desires you. I'll say that again. Everything that you desire desires you. So that means in order for you to tap into what you're desiring and for it to be attracted to you, that means you show up first. You show up before there's any proof of it manifesting. You show up before anybody else can come in agreement with you. You show up before the tangible manifestation is actually in your hands. Now, this is the thing about showing up. You don't want to just show up and show up once. You have to show up and show up consistently. I'm going to sip on that. You must show up consistently. If you say that you want to have a healthy lifestyle, well, does that mean you eat healthy for a day? Eat healthy for a week? Absolutely not. You will show up consistently eating healthier. If you say you want to be rich, well, then what happens? You must run the risk of starting a business, run the risk of investing and doing it consistently so that you can accumulate the wealth that you say you desire. You have to show up and show up consistently. It baffles me how there are so many people that say they want all of these dynamic things in life. Yet when it's time for them to show up to learn something new, when it's time for them to show up and invest in themselves, and when it's time for them to show their consistency and loyalty, they are nowhere to be found. So, are we really saying we want something and not willing to put in the effort? Or are we just hoping that somehow miraculously something will fall from the sky and then poof, you have your dream life? Is that what we're doing? It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. In order for you to break the confines of where you are, you must show up and show up consistently. But then when you show up, honey, you might as well just go ahead and show out. If you're going to show up, you might as well show up and show out. Give the people something to look at. Playing small is done with. We get comfortable saying things like, oh, God showed up and showed out. Right? We say that in the church and it sounds really exciting and everybody shouts there, they clap their neighbors vibe and all that good stuff. That sounds good to say at church, right? And when referring to God. But why can't you show up and show out in a grand way? Why can't you show up and show out and be the best version of yourself? If where you currently are is not the life that you actually want, change it. If where you are right now is not what you actually desire, change it. Everything in your life right now can be changed by the words that you speak, by the actions that you take, by the thoughts that you have, by the information you are constantly downloading within yourself. All of that is what can create the life you either want and or has already created the life that you're currently living. We all have a role to play in this game called life. But not only do we have a role to play, we can actually be the writers, we can be the directors, we can be the producers, we can be the whole Tyler Perry of the dang on thing. Do you hear me? We all have that ability. And the sooner you believe that, and the sooner you actually take action, is the sooner you actually see that manifested in your life. Stop making excuses. Stop being content with just enough or, heck, not enough. Don't be content with that. God is in you. Like, I don't think people really get that revelation. God is in you. And if God is in you, how could you live anything but grand? And that looks different for everybody. For some people, it may be flying private jets, driving Rolls Royces. That's for some people. That's what grand living means for some people. Then for others, that just means being able to do what you want whenever you want to do it. That may be walking around with a t-shirt on whenever you want and traveling. It may mean going on mission trips for somebody else. But whatever that looks like for you, go and do it. Whatever that looks like for you, go and do it, be it, and have it. Yeah, this coffee is so good. Go get the life that you were intended to have. Show up. Show up and show out. Do it in a grand way. Do it with excitement. Do it with belief. And watch how your life literally changes. I don't tell people anything that I have not experienced myself and or believe to be true because I've done it. I've watched my life change. I've experienced it. I've manifested the grand things in my life. It's possible. It's possible if you so believe. The word tells you that, right? All things are possible to them that believe. So will you believe today? Will you show up today? Will you show up consistently every day? Will you? Listen, this Caprice coffee has me feeling good, y'all. My CBD coffee has me feeling good. I'm about to be in my Zen place in like 0.2 seconds. Oh, this thing is so good. Imagine drinking a cup of coffee that gets you all relaxed and feeling good. That's what I just did. So listen, y'all. I thank you for watching and coming on our coffee break with Sharita, where again you have your quick 10 to 15 minutes, give you that extra oomph to get through the rest of your day with inspiration, all things love, life, and business, and allowing you to be free from where you currently are and calling you, raising you up to where you need to be. If you would like to try my dynamic CBD coffee, go ahead and inbox me. If you're watching on YouTube, email sharitaleon@gmail.com and I'll help you get that. Until next time, ladies and gents, only believe until the end and go get your life and a cup of Caprice coffee. You all be blessed.
I'm a millionaire, money better cases. I ain't gotta chase it. I'm a millionaire.
Get your money. Get your money.